Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now, the acclaimed dance troupe from South Africa, Via Katlehong, is set to perform its latest production, Via Injabulo, at the Joburg Theatre from the 30th to the 2nd of July. This will be the first time that the group performs for a South African audience after their recent performance at the Maitisong Festival in Gaborone. This tour is supported by the French Institute of South Africa, the French Institute of Paris, and TotalEnergies Marketing South Africa. After the great success of Via Kanana, a collaboration with the renowned choreographer Gregory Maqoma, Via Katlehong invited Senegal's Amala, Dianor and Marco de Silva Ferreira from Portugal to bring a new creation to the stage, a double bill with two singular energies revolving around the joy of dancing and the desire of sharing. Via Injabulo celebrates the spirit of community and tradition of the township of Katlehong through a unique blend of contemporary dance and South African pantsula. Now, to tell us more, we're joined by Steven Faleni, who is the co-founder of Katlehong, and dancer Abel Vilakazi. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live. Let's start with the company and how it started, Steven. What was the inspiration behind it?
We are the second generation of the company. The company was founded in 1992 by 4 street dancers. Their aim to invite us in 1996 was to take the kids away from the streets.
Yeah.
During that time, there was a lot of violence in the street, black on black. And you'll find out around, after school, around 4 or 5, that's where kids start to play a lot in the streets. So at that time, then we joined the organization. We used to perform in schools, in the streets. Up until in 1999, we went to 7th All Africa Games, and then we met a lot of people, and we saw a lot of things in art, and we keep on going.
Yeah. Abel, how did you become part of the company?
I was a member of Tembisa Revolution, co-founder. So I was a dancer in Istanbul Storm, pantsula. So since we've won the 3 times, so they see my energy. So they decided that, no, we choose this one we can work with to the production. The first production was Via Kanana, and the second one is this one, Via Injabulo.
Yeah.
So since then, I work with Via Katlehong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Via Injabulo about? Tell us a little bit about that.
Via Injabulo, it takes us back to COVID because of we were busy with Via Kanana, which was Greg's piece. And then at that time we were in France, and then it was a lockdown. And then we had to call the artist back to South Africa.
Yes.
So we've lost a lot of things at that time. And in that period, it was said, in fact, all the world, we're not sure what's going to happen after. And then after we discovered that, no, the COVID is stable. And then we had to create a show. Then we're like, I'm going to call this show Via Injabulo. We need to celebrate life.
Yeah.
And we have to be grateful that we're still here, even though we lost a lot of people, during COVID.
Speak to us about your collaboration with Amala and Marco de Silva. How did that come about?
Normally, it was supposed to be one choreographer from France, so he passed away during COVID. So we had to come with a B plan. And we wanted to work with Amala before we met the other choreographers. And then we asked Amala, is he available? He said, yeah, I'm available. I would love to work with you. Because we do similar work with Amala. He's doing hip-hop fused with the contemporary. And we do pantsula in campus, which is we more have similarities in between.
Yes.
And then we also had another idea in mind to invite Marco. Marco is very crazy artist.
Yeah.
He's doing abstract work. And if you can see his work, it's crazy. So we invited him to come and try to twist the dancers' vision and ideas and use their body and different style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abel, tell us about your role in there. You are part of Via Injabulo, but what is your part? Tell us a little bit about that.
My part is to bring back the life in stage with the other dancers. And also, I'm a pantsula specialist.
Right.
So I'm good on the technique via using the body language, how to communicate with the movements, how to interact with the movements through the space of stage. So that's the role I play.
Yeah, talk to us about dancing and choreography and movement and how you found yourself in that space. Where did it all begin for you? Have you always been dancing? Have you always been one of those kids, like, they're always dancing?
Yeah, I was born a dancer since I was young. Then I grew up with this thing. Then that's where I started being professional in 2000. Then from there, I've won several competitions with my crew.
Right.
The other crew. So that's where I started to grow. When I was with Via Kanana, I started to tour around the world. Those are people who take me to the world. Then I experience other things. I've seen so much people who love dance than here in South Africa. You know, South Africa and overseas is different. So they appreciate you a lot and they give you a life to say, no, you have to carry on with this. So that's where it started. Yeah.
Speak to us about roping in people like Abel into the movement. What you saw in him and what you look for. If, for instance, you're looking for somebody to be part of Via Katlehong.
Yeah. Before we start to create, to make a research of what you want to do before we go and outsource the dancers. And Via Kanana used to be a male-dominated organization.
Yeah.
We didn't have girls. So we work with Christian Rizzo. He says, no, in my choreography, I want to have girls, and we didn't have girls. So we started to think out of the box and started to look for girls. And we put the girls because of also for us, we believe that it was very great for us to welcome other artists because of Via Kanana. We believe in art and don't believe in individual work. So we started to make auditions, invite artists. So in case of Abel, we've been wanting to work with him at times. He was busy with his own organization. So we asked him, Abel, we have this choreographer, he wants to work with you. In fact, it was Gregory Maqoma.
Yeah. Said,
Abel, I want to work with Abel. Can you please invite Abel to come on board? You know, so we invited Abel. Abel, please come on board. Greg wants to see you.
Yeah.
So
and that's how he became.
Yeah, that's why. Then since from there, we never stopped working with him.
Yeah.
Because he's a disciplined artist. We prefer to work with disciplined artists because most of the artists are not disciplined in art. They don't respect the space of work.
All right.
So Abel is one of those.
Well, before I get disciplined, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming through. Via Katlehong co-founder Steven Faleni and dancer Abel Vilakazi talking to us about Via Injabulo, which takes place at the Joburg Theatre from the 30th of June to the 2nd of July. We talk all things film after this. Stay with us.